Hey all, if you still actively play this game, then you should know by now that a new and rather large update, patch 0.25, has arrived for clicker heroes. If you quit playing but are still watching this video, well, let me tell you, it may still be worthwhile sticking around, just so in the off chance you do return to playing the game, you won't get overwhelmed by the massive amount of updates that you weren't keeping track of. Now that I got that out of the way, let us go over what is new as per usual. First things first, the most obvious thing to notice is there is an 8th tab added, and before I go further I must wonder how far they are going to stretch this tab list. I thought it was one and done when the 6th one added, but no, seems like the developers have experience in trying to jam things in tighter and tighter spaces. Same can't be said for me. Every time I try to finger my non-existent girlfriend, the hole keeps getting bigger and bigger, so there's no way I can practice it firsthand. Anyways, enough of complaining about QOL changes. This new tab consists of a virtual lottery called the Powerbloop. Hover over the green question mark and there will be a pop-up explaining the rules. Basically, click on the Powerbloop to deal a random amount of damage from 1 to 292,301,338, and if you deal exactly the 292 million number, then you've won. If you're wondering why this number, those are your chances of winning the Powerball, and if you don't know what the Powerball is, well, it's an American lottery game, and that's all you need to know. If you're lucky enough to win the Powerbloop, then you get the ever so useful prize of X Bloop coins, where X is the number beside prize. In my opinion, it's a way better prize than winning the lottery in real life, plus you don't have to pay anything to enter. One click is essentially one line of numbers for the lottery. It's only here for a limited time, however, so leave your auto-clickers on while it lasts. Next major change is mercenaries. You guys remember how in the past few videos, I told you guys about this website I used to check the death rates for each of your mercenaries, and you use that information to prevent your mercs from ever dying, right? Well, I will admit it is pretty much cheating, and so the developers decided to patch it by changing the way the mercenary death system works. So say goodbye to that website. You lived a short but useful life. Anyways, before your mercenary deaths were based on a per quest basis, so before every quest they take, they have this predetermined percentage from 0 to 100, and if the percentage is lower than the quest percent chance of death, then it dies. Now however, their death is predetermined when they are recruited. And this is how it works, be sure to listen carefully. Your mercenary is an 80% chance to survive, or 20% chance to die for every 24 hours they are on a quest. If they happen to survive, this repeats until it eventually rolls the 20% chance, and then it chooses a random time for the mercenary to die within that last day. Keyword on a quest, the timer won't tick unless your mercenary is set on 1. To understand what I said better, let's use an example. Say you recruit a brand new mercenary called Swag Lord. The system automatically generates the time of death for Swag Lord using the method I said above. Assume he survives the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd day, but dies on the 4th. And within that 4th day, the system decides he will die on the 8th hour. So do the math, and Swag Lord will survive the next 80 hours of quests he has put on. And that's it. No more working around quests to prolong their life. The only way to do that now is with outside methods like a save editor, which I'll talk about later. You'll notice the percent chance under each quest is gone because of this, but that doesn't mean every quest has the same chance of death. In fact, it's roughly the same as before, except 2-day quests are worse, 1-day quests are the same, and all the lesser quests are slightly better. Another example. Swag Lord has now been on 71 hours worth of quests, so now he has 9 hours of quests to do before he dies. And he has the option of going on one that's 8 hours or 2 days. He won't die if you take him on the 8-hour one, as that will put him at 79, but he will if you put him on the 2-day one, so yeah, just showing you that quest death percentages still work the same. Now to talk about the save editor thing, you can still use it to make your mercenaries survive infinitely. If you decode the save, there will be a time to die variable beside each mercenary, with the time listed in seconds. Change it to a number larger than the number of atoms in the universe, and there you have it. It's still cheating like the old system, so if you want to do that, be my guest. I shouldn't be the one talking though, because I will admit to tweaking some numbers a bit for Eugene. The reason for doing so is I just really want to see how insanely broken this guy can get to. I'll let the other ones die though, just to slowly progress towards the Recruit X Mercenaries achievement. I think that's all there is to the update. 2 main updates, but one doesn't really affect your game progress at all. As usual, I will ask you guys for likes, comments, and that shit 5 seconds before the commentary is over. Have a golden day, and see you guys in the next update video.